Hey, we're Janine and Joe. We're newbie sailors and outdoor enthusiasts. We think we live in one of the most picturesque places in Canada, and we want to show you everything our province has to offer, by land and sea. Join us this week as Janine and I sail to McNabs Island and explore an abandoned military installation, Fort McNab. Janine and I want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching our videos. If you're not already, we would appreciate it if you subscribed.
Our dinghy has water in it, of course, and Joe is pumping us out.
We motored out to our mooring, and on this trip we'd be taking our dinghy, so we got ready by hoisting the dinghy onto the davits.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We are sailing to McNabs Island today. If any of you have watched our other videos, you may have seen that we tried to do this before, and that's when we were dismasted. So this is part of like our redemption arc that we are going to successfully sail to McNabs Island, and then we're going to go to shore and explore. There is a hiking trail and there's some other things to check out.
Fort McNab is there, old war installation, and there's a lighthouse as well, so we'll see if we can get there.
Yeah. And we're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs for lunch today.
The camera's deceiving, but it was pretty windy, so we decided just to pull out our jib. It's easier two-handed as well.
We are currently just motoring up to McNabs the rest of the way. We furled our sail in because it was actually quite windy and it's kind of awkward to maneuver going through the narrows anyways. We're getting just about to the point that we were at previously when we had our accident. So this is good like exposure therapy for us. Joe, how are you feeling?
You know, we were talking last night and I kind of said how when we were fixing our mast and doing all the things that needed to be done, I was totally fine. I was just focused on what needed to get done, and you know, now that we're out here, even though we're just motoring, even though we've been racing on our friend's boat, I'm super anxious. I feel almost a little bit sick coming up to the spot of the incident. I know it's going to be fine, but I didn't realize that those feelings were there, but they certainly are. So exposure therapy, like you said.
We have almost made it. We are just gonna come into this little cove over here. It's called Timmins Cove, and there's a few moorings there, so we're going to grab one of the moorings and head to shore. We made it to McNabs Island. I'm gonna show you. So last year we were here for our sailing lessons, and we moored here, and there was 3 mooring balls. Now there is only 1. I'm assuming that potentially some of the others were not in good condition or whatever, so that's why they're not here anymore. You can see we only have 1 line on it right now. We're lowering the dinghy because we're going to pull the mooring up to secure our own docking lines on it, just so that we can have more confidence and be more comfortable, because we are going to go to shore. Made it to McNabs.
We made it.
Woo! How proud are you of us?
I'm much more proud now that it's over.
Yes.
Very, very proud. I feel like there's been a force field on this island. So our mast fell, and then there's a Nova Scotia woods ban. So now we're going to see if we can actually get on the island and if the force field is real.
I don't think it is. I think that we're going to be good, and we're going to go explore, and we'll take you along. All right, we are heading to shore, and hopefully our boat will be there when we get back.
McNabs Island is known as the Green Jewel of Halifax Harbour. Spanning 5 kilometers long and 1.5 kilometers wide, the island hosts 18 kilometers of hiking trails and historical sites such as Fort McNab. On this trip we moored at Timmins Cove on one side of the island and hiked across to McNab's Cove, which has a wharf for tour boats. While crossing the island, we came across the foundation to the A.J. Davis Soda Pop Factory, which operated before and after Prohibition. It produced soda pop as well as a special concoction called Pure McNab. From McNab's Cove, it's easy to access many of the popular sites, such as Fort McNab, Fort Ives, Maugher Beach, and the Tea House Education Centre. There are also great views of Halifax Harbour and the Maugher Beach Lighthouse. In the 1980s, the owner of the McNabs Island Ferry Company, John Jenkins, built the McNabs Island Tea House using salvaged stone from nearby foundations. Similar to a Scottish crofter's cottage, the tea house operated as a cafe until 1994. In recent years, it's been converted to an educational centre. It has beautiful gardens and a great view of Halifax Harbour. The Maugher Beach Lighthouse was built in 1941 and marks the entrance to Halifax Harbour. It's named after Joshua Maugher, a rum distiller and merchant from Halifax who once used the beach to dry fish. The beach is also known as Hangman's Beach. During the Napoleonic Wars, the Royal Navy used to hang bodies of executed mutineers as a warning to ships entering the harbour. In 1889, the British Admiralty began to build Fort McNab in addition to 2 other military installations on McNabs Island. It was the first fortification in Halifax to use breech-loading guns, making it the most powerful to guard Halifax.
Fort McNab, and this is actually so cool. You can see one of the structures behind us here.
It's pretty cool. We're about to go on it, I think, and get some great views, but this is cool itself. It's kind of like some warehouses. They have locked fences on them, but you can see inside a little bit. They're all empty, but kind of creepy, so we like it.
Yeah, and we're the only people here, which is also really great.
During World War I and II, Fort McNab served as an examination battery and was distinguished as the only fort in Halifax to fire shots in anger when a boat tried to skip inspection. When you see the views of the ocean from Fort McNab, it's easy to tell why the British chose this site for this defensive fort.
This has to be like the coolest place.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Came here by boat, walked over the island. Military installation, pretty well kept. 2 huge cannons to check out. Lots of bunkers. Definitely one of the most extensive military installations we've seen. So and the views are spectacular.
Nobody here, which is really nice.
Very quiet.
Beautiful day.
The benefits of coming by boat.
I don't think that the camera even captures properly how big this cannon is.
It's this big.
I think it actually says on the side here 52 tons. Yeah, 52 tons.
By the time we hiked back across the island and got back to the boat, we were pretty hungry, so Janine cooked us up a delicious spaghetti dinner. When you get into sailing, you need to have patience and learn to enjoy the journey. Unlike a motorboat, you rarely get to point exactly in the direction you intend to go. Janine and I switch positions when we're sailing, so we both get practice handling the lines and helming the boat. Thanks to the Friends of McNabs Island Society, as well as the Nova Scotia Lighthouse Preservation Society as sources for this video. Both have extensive websites with a wealth of information on McNabs Island and Nova Scotia's lighthouses. Tune in next time as Janine and I go on a sunset sail and find more things to fix. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.